welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. I am Jamie Beth. Today we're going to go over some primers, and these are the primers that I think work really well no matter what your skin type is. Now, a primer, if you don't know, is what you put on your face before you apply your makeup. So what it does is it helps that foundation stay in place and stay on your face all day long. Now, if you're using an eye primer, it does the same thing. It helps those eyeshadows become more vibrant and last a lot longer on your face. So primers, I believe, are very essential to making your makeup look exactly the way that you want it to look. There are many different primers out there that do many different things, and sometimes you might find yourself using more than one primer before you start with the rest of your makeup. Now, that is something that I do. I have some areas on my face that are more oily, I have some that are more dry, and I have different primers that help with those problematic areas. So we are going to go right in and talk about all of the primers that I think work really well no matter what your skin type. First up is this right here. Now, this is a little bit different than the other primers I'm going to show you. This is the Cover FX Aquamarine and Hydrating Crystal-Infused Elixir Mist. Now, this is a primer water, and what I use this for is just like it gives my face a little extra drink of water and hydration before I apply my other primers and my makeup. So this is just kind of like an added benefit. You don't necessarily need it, but I like it. I think it gives my dry skin just an extra little oomph before I start applying everything else to my face. Now, this runs for $20 and you can get it at Ulta. I believe you can get Cover FX at Sephora too, but I picked mine up at Ulta. I really love this. Another good primer water, and I don't have it here to show you because I'm all out, is the Smashbox version of their primer water. They have a really good one as well. But again, the primer waters are only to give yourself a little bit more hydration after you've already moisturized your face and before you start applying the rest of your makeup. So this is a great little purchase. Highly recommend it. We are also going to talk about the Cover FX primers. Now, this is their mattifying primer. They have a million different types of primer. They have a hydrating one, they have a pore one, but I choose the mattifying one because I think this one works really well if you have oily areas of your face. So my T-zone is very oily, and when I apply this, I notice that my makeup stays on much longer throughout the day versus other primers that I've tried out where I can start seeing the makeup coming off my nose, coming off my forehead area, sometimes coming off my chin. And my nose is actually the most oily part of my face, so I always pay attention to how makeup is sticking to the primers that I use. And this one is absolutely wonderful, and this is actually the mini version. Let me tell you how much these are. These go for, so the travel size mattifying primer is $16, or you can get the full size for $38. But absolutely wonderful primer if you are someone that has oily skin. Moving along to a couple primers that are more on the illuminating side. So these are primers that I like to use a little bit during the summertime when I kind of just want that like glowy skin, not oily looking skin, but a glowy skin. And you can have oily skin and use illuminating primers without your skin looking more oily. So we're going to talk about the first one here, and this is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Illuminating Luminizer Primer. Now, what I like about this illuminating primer is it isn't overbearing, because sometimes you can get like where your face just kind of looks shiny and wet all the time. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about, but you can go overboard with illuminating primers. Now, if you want just kind of a subtle little bright and shiny and like, ooh, there I am, this is a great little primer. Now, this is also tinted, and I'll show you on my hand here. So it is a tinted primer, and you just rub it in and it gives your skin just a nice little sheen to it. It's really, really pretty, and it's very subtle. Okay, so again, you can get this at Ulta. I'm not sure if you can get it at Sephora as well, but you can definitely get it at Ulta, and this runs for about $38. Moving along to another luminizing primer. Now this is the BECCA Backlight Priming Filt'r. This adds, again, a nice little sheen to your skin without making your skin look more oily if you are someone with oily skin. So here is what that one looks like, and I'm just going to rub it out and show you guys what it does. This is a little more, has a little more sheen to it than the Dr. Brandt's one. So it's right here, and you can see how it's glistening in the lights. It does give yourself like that wonderful little like summer vibe. That's what I love about this, because on the days where I might not want to wear a whole lot of makeup, I will kind of put a little bit of this on just to give myself like a nice little summer sheen. It is wonderful under makeup as well. It gives it a nice, your foundation will tone it down a little bit, so you have this nice little glow to your face, and that is what I really like about this primer. And that's really all that it does. It just kind of gives yourself a nice little oof, sheen, glow to it without making it look overly oily if you are someone with oily skin to begin with. You can get this product at Ulta, and it runs for about $39. So $39, you can have this beautiful little primer. Again, I do believe that it is worth the money, and it does do what it says it's going to do. I really like it. I haven't had any issues with my skin looking even more oily, but you know, try it out, see if it works for you. Next up is another BECCA product, and we have the BECCA Velvet Blurring Primer Perfecting Base. This is a great primer. It does come in a large version, it does come in a travel version as well, and I do believe this one is around $38, $39 for the large version, and it's about $21 for the travel size. I do love the way this looks on my skin. It gives it that nice blurring effect. It makes your skin feel super soft too. Like, again, it's like clothed in velvet. It is so nice. I've used this I've used it with multiple foundations. When I try out a primer, I try it out for quite a few weeks. I test it with multiple foundations because I want to see how it works with different products on top, not just using like all BECCA products on my face. So this one actually holds up really nice, and it does make your skin look and feel wonderful. Next primer we're going to talk about is this one right here. This is the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer, and it really does what it says. It smooths out that skin. If you are someone like me who has a lot of texture to their skin, this is the primer that you're going to want. And it's really neat because it's a different consistency that most primers are. It's kind of like a whipped primer, and it does make your skin smooth. So when you put that foundation on, that is smooth, and your face looks like it's airbrushed almost. It's really neat. I really like this. This is one of my favorite go-to primers, and it is good for everybody. This one you can get at Ulta as well, and it's $39. Moving along to another favorite of mine. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer, and as you can see, this is almost used up because I use it so much. This works with all skin types. It works with all types of foundation. It's absolutely amazing. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This you can get at Ulta. It is $36, worth every penny. I love the way my foundation sits on my face. When I use it, it does last all day. When you pair it with the setting spray that is also amazing, you can't lose. I'm telling you guys, this is gold right here. This stuff is amazing. I absolutely love it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Next couple primers that I'm going to talk about, you can get these at Sephora. First up are these two right here. These are the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r primers. This one is the Mattifying primer, and this one is the Instant Retouch primer. These work well together. If you are someone with combination skin, I'll put this in the drier areas. I'll put the Mattifying in my T-zone. I really love these primers. This one, the large version runs at about $32. You can get the mini versions that run about $16. I do like, again, the way these work together. The Instant Retouch primer does smooth out your skin. It does help your makeup last all day long. The Mattifying primer does stay matte. It does grab that foundation and make it stay in place all day long. I have not had any issues with these primers. Fenty Beauty, there's a lot of hit and misses with me and their products, but these two are absolutely wonderful and I do highly recommend them. The very last primer we're going to discuss is my all-time favorite primer. I love it even more than I love my Urban Decay All Nighter. And this one is also the most expensive primer that I own, so that is why I kind of left it for last. This is the HourGlass Veil Mineral Primer. This stuff is by far the best primer that you will ever purchase. It comes in 3 sizes. There's a really big size for $75. There's a medium size for it was $50, and then this is $20. I always buy the mini version, and I always make it last as long as possible. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need a whole lot of this primer on your face, but if you are someone with texture skin, again, like I am, it does smooth out that texture, and it does make any type of foundation that you put on your face look and feel absolutely wonderful. This is definitely worth every penny spent. I do think that you will love the way your skin looks and feels after you have applied all of your makeup, and I think you're going to be impressed with the stay power of your foundation and whatnot when using this primer. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, as well as the notification bell next to it to be notified of all of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!